Welcome. This is Melinda Barlow, CZT, Certified Zen Tangle Teacher. And yes, if you watched Tuesday's video, you know what's coming today. It is Sand Swirl Tree. But here we go. I've drawn it here next to the tile I showed you Tuesday. And I'm going to do it on a 5 tile just because it just kind of lends itself to a nice thick tree. So we're going to start down here at the bottom. And of course I get to draw my little fescue. I love fescue. And then we're just going to sand swirl it. And take your time as you go around. You can go slow. You want to get that line fairly close. And at the very bottom here, I am going to do them, you know, fairly thick. I could add a whole bunch more. But I'm just going to keep doing them around and around. Oh, and mine are a little wobbly today. But remember what I say about that is that it gives it character. I didn't come in. I was scanned all the way out. Now you can see that I had some little wobbly lines there. I don't want it to be too close because you're not going to see the whole tile. But so you just keep going around, and when I push my pen away from me, it gets wobbly. And on this tangle, I think that might give it a little character. And then I'm going to come back in, and I'm going to go from up there, and I'm going to just widen out this bottom of this. And I really like when I draw over the top and it gets kind of a thick looking stem there. I mean, the buildup of ink, you know, highlight. Now, the trick here is if you're going to go this way, you want to start over here so that it comes up. Or if you're going to curve back this direction, you want it to come this way. I'm going to come from this very side, and I'm going to come up, and it's going to go this direction. Make my little fescue. And then draw. And what it does is it looks like it's curling up underneath and then coming up. So that's why you have to kind of pay attention where you're coming out of. And you can, you know, so if I'm gonna come back this direction, and you can see how it kind of looks like it's just growing up. And I'm going to make a small one right up here at the top. And there we have our first little sand tree. And I like to give it a little drama before I shade. So I'm just going to round this little corner right down there just to give it a little bit more drama. But we're going to put several in here. You can bring one so it comes out. Of a, just kind of sprouts out at a branch. You can put these whimsical little tops on them. I think they have kind of a Seuss look. A little sprout out of there. And I think I'm going to give this one a little and I like to kind of have them kind of, have that root look to it. And then you can have it, even grow out of here. You can really use your imagination on this one. It can just really go, 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 because it is so whimsical. And I kind of even thought, oh, I could put this little sprout coming off of the top of anywhere. And basically that is Sand Swirl Tree. I'm going to come back in with my black, I'm using a Rembrandt Polycolor, and I'm going to just do a little shading with this black. Anywhere that they kind of cross over. And now I'm going to come in, and my shading stumps, I've got to get me one that is dry because I don't want purple on it, and those two have a little purple. So I'm going to take my odorless paint thinner that I told you I really like it lots better than the, and I'm just going to blend that. I just really like how it gives it that dark black instead of that. When I shade with graphite, it leaves a kind of a gloss on camera, but when I shade with a colored pencil and blend with the odorless paint thinner, I don't get that gloss or shine that you get from the graphite when I use colored pencils. I don't even know what I said there. It just didn't sound like I said it right. So I'm going to put a little right down here at the bottom, so I have some coming up from the bottom. a little color, and I can draw it up in as much as I want, but you can see how that just makes it even more whimsical. And need to come out the rest of the way so you can see it all. But I think it's a fun tangle, which, you know, I should look up and see if I can find some other adjectives for tangles instead of always saying fun. And I'm just going to give this a little bit more depth on the side. You know, I can, with my pen, I can give it a little bit more black in there and shade it. I'm going to go ahead and do some more tangling on this tile and just see what I come up with, because it is fun. I think I'm going to leave the camera rolling and then I'll fast forward through. And there we have Sand Swirl Tree. And I had lots of fun with it. I don't think it needs any extra color or anything. It could use a little border, and maybe a little bit more blending. Just because I can do that. But there we have it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. New videos on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And when you comment or ask a question, I will answer it. That's my goal for the rest of this year. Yeah. I really have that one set, don't I? No, but once you make a goal, I think it's easier to keep it. Thanks again, and have a great day.